Cannabis company Cresco Labs making money today for its investors after reporting record revenues for the quarter, and the target price was raised at 8 Capital, Canaccord Genuity, and Cantor Fitzgerald. Joining us now in a Fast Money exclusive is Cresco Labs CEO Charles Bachtell. Charlie, welcome to the program here. Listen, there's a lot of states that might come online with adult use cannabis here, but analysts are focused on the metrics. They're focused on gross margins, and there's some conversation. You might be able to boost your gross margins by 50% in the next year. Is that achievable?
You know what, I think, and thanks for having me, by the way. Good to be back. Always good to be on Fast Money. You know, what we're doing is we're putting together a fundamentally sound business. And I think that's what the analysts responded to last night with our earnings call. You know, we showed great, not only top line growth, but also phenomenal bottom line improvements. We showed growth in the right areas too. It was broad. 8 of our 9 markets. We had more than 30% sequential growth quarter over quarter. So, you know, we're doing the things to put us in the right position to be successful long term. And that's, of course, by focusing on not only top line, but bottom line as well.
Yeah, Tim, this is your space. Obviously, I'm going to turn it over to you. You're long the stock, and I know you got a couple of questions for Charlie.
Yeah, well, Charlie, first of all, thanks for joining us. Great numbers. And I've been following you guys for a long time. The fact that you're executing, 30% growth in pretty much every state you operate in tells me the operational leverage is there in the business. And the more important thing is really where we go when tax issues change for the industry. Yeah, this is similar to Brian's question, but I just want to know, for investors who've been disappointed in the profitability, you guys have now shown profitability for a couple quarters. You're free cash flow positive in June. What should we be looking for from the sector? You and the other big 4 in the U.S. are really putting out some strong numbers.
Yeah, I think you're going to continue to see the same. I think what we've seen from the sector, during the last 5 months, which have been, incredibly difficult 5 months across all sectors, not just, from this perspective. But we've seen cannabis establish itself as truly one of the next consumer staples. This is a consumer packaged goods industry. We're seeing demand continue to grow. We're seeing growth across all of these state platforms. We're seeing that consumers are making this part of their daily regimen, whether it's for wellness or just general quality of life enhancement. We're seeing cannabis resonate with the consumer base, and we're in early stages here. We're just now starting to see the infrastructure get built to be even to be able to come close to even meeting what long-term demand looks like. So we're very excited about the sector, and I think you'll continue to see the big 4 have success as we go forward through the rest of this year and into 2021.
All right, Charles Bachtell, we got to leave it there on a Friday, but great numbers, as Tim said. The stock up nearly 3% today, and we appreciate, as always, you coming on CNBC. Have a great weekend. Thank you very much. All right, well, Steve, you're in the cannabis space as well. What's your take on Cresco, their numbers, the space in general?
Yeah, the numbers were great. So there's nothing you could fight back on those numbers or push back. I think we're in, as we've always been, a very politicized year. And going into year end, if you start to see the Democrats gain a lot more traction, they are, quote unquote, softer on a lot of these federal regulations as far as cannabis. So I'll stay pretty consistent with what I've said in the past. I think you're going to see a lot of consolidation in the space. I think you've got to buy the ones that actually make money or have a pathway to making money. And the rest of the space is going to be gobbled up as we progress. That day is near. Make your own ETF in the cannabis space and buy the top names.
Tim?
Well, I think the profitability is the key. I do think you have some dynamics both on whether it's blue wave or not. I think these businesses have become too important on a state level with major holes in their budgets. I think this is a bipartisan issue. I think the most important part about the industry is the balance sheet rationalization that the good companies have made when the cost of capital is sky high, and they survived, and now they're stronger.